Hey guys, Mr. Epic Waffles here. Real quick before the video starts, there will be no Pokemon Battle Hub League battle next Sunday because this upcoming week is my sit-out week, so I don't need to take battles for that. Expect round 7, round 7, 2 weeks from now. So hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and I'll talk to you guys later. What's going on, everybody? Mr. Epic Waffles here. Welcome to round 5 of the Pokemon Battle Hub League. This is going to be an RU tier matchup against our opponent, Hollow Mimikyu. Link to their YouTube in the description if they have it, and of course a link to the Pokemon Battle Hub Discord as well, so you can battle me and other great content creators. What a voice crack. I don't know how much background noise there is because I moved to a new place, so it could easily be a little bit noisy in the background. I'll see what I can do fixing wise in the future. Anyway, our team consists of Indeedee, Sceptile, Mienshao, Klefki, Raikou, and Suicune. So we got a pretty good team that is going to try to utilize Psychic Terrain with Unburden Sceptile, and hopefully we can get some good results. Anyway, good luck to my opponent. And they got a very interesting team that consists of Flygon, Barraskewda, Politoed, Kingdra, Sandslash, and Regidrago. So they got a very kind of scary rain team, quite honestly. So will not be particularly easy battle, but hopefully we can get some solid results. Particularly just Barraskewda is a bit of a problem for this team. Hopefully Sceptile will be able to take care of it with Unburden and stuff. Flygon, I mean, Barraskewda and Kingdra kind of stick out as the bigger threats, particularly Barraskewda, just because of how crazy fast it is. Because I have Klefki, I'm not too worried about Regidrago. Sorry. I'm not too worried about Regidrago. I think Scarf Mienshao is kind of always a good lead. But this is going to be a difficult battle. So we're just going to have to see what happens. So see what happens with this. But good luck to my opponent. So we've actually dealt with rain last week, so it never gets easier. I've seen so much. I used rain week 1 last week. There was more rain, just rain everywhere. So Sandslash is here, probably trying to set up Stealth Rock. I'm just gonna go for a U-turn. Just get on out of there. If I can get Barraskewda taken out at some point, it's gonna make it a lot easier to deal with this team. So they're probably gonna go for rocks. Nothing on their team actually resisted Expanding Force from Indeedee. I could switch it Sceptile, but Suicune is always a pick as well. I think they're gonna go for rocks. I see them going for rocks, so we're just gonna switch it into Indeedee, and see how it works. Also, yes, its name is Bendy because male Indeedee kind of reminds me of Bendy from Bendy and Ink Machine. Alright, I go for rocks. So when I look at her team, if I remember correctly, nothing resists Expanding Force from their side. So Specs Expanding Force is going to do a lot to anything, really. Yeah, Sandslash goes down here. Very, very deadly Pokemon. Indeedee male is very scary in RU. It's NU Borderline. Asteroid Desu, the Flygon. So, the way they brought it in suggests that they're scarfed and that they want to go for a U-turn. With that knowledge, I could switch into Mienshao or Sceptile, but actually no, not Sceptile. Um, Neptune, which is my Suicune, is very much my defensive wall. For this team. This is my physically defensive Suicune that can take hits pretty nicely, so hopefully we got pressure. So they do have U-turn, so we're gonna go for U-turn, which is what I thought. Does a little bit of damage. Isa R is Politoed. Politoed, very, kind of a frightening Pokemon, for sure. I don't really know what I can do to this thing. So their way of getting rocks is gone. I suppose I could bring in Klefki. This is the time when I wish I had Thunder Wave on my Klefki, because Barraskewda would be so much easier to handle. I don't really want to switch in Raikou because they still got Flygon. I will, oh man, this is tough. I'll go for, I want to scout what they do. I'm going to go for Calm Mind. So they're going to switch, they're going to bring in Kingdra. As I go for the Calm Mind. The issue is, even if I can take these hits really well from Kingdra, the problem is I only have Scald as an attack. Like, if it's a physical Kingdra, then hopefully I can do something with Klefki. But if it's a special Kingdra, I mean, I can take some of its hits, but at the same time, I think I always switch in Klefki all the time. I think I always switch in Klefki. I actually fought Kingdra last week at this point. Draco Meteor. Now, the thing that gets me curious is whether or not this Kingdra has... Whether or not this Kingdra has Choice Specs or Life Orb. I think any day of the year I go for Defog here. They're going to go into Asteroid Desu, which is Flygon. Probably going to try and go for Earthquake. Which Earthquake would probably take me out. So they could do either... They could probably either U-turn or Earthquake. I think regardless of what I do, I go into Suicune on this Flygon just because I'm a half-decent physical wall. But I don't have to worry about rocks anymore, so that's very, very wonderful. We're going to go for Earthquake straight up, and it does some good damage to me, but I can go for Rest this upcoming turn. And yeah, so go for Rest. Ryu is very, I wouldn't really say bulky tier. I mean, you got Suicune and Umbreon and stuff like that, but definitely just how switches work, because you can always have something that counters really well. Switch-ins can become very, very easy. Because, like, Suicune can just go in on Flygon all the time. Imagine if I had Ice Beam on the Suicune, then I could actually hit this Kingdra, but I don't. So, my big thing here is I don't feel comfortable switching in Klefki at this point, because they can just predict it and go for Hydro Pump. But at the same time, Suicune is such a great physical wall that I want something that can actually take hits from this Kingdra, because otherwise I'm kind of in a bad spot. So I'm going to scout what Kingdra does and go for Sleep Talk. They actually go for Hydro Pump, which is what I wanted. And let's see how much it does. Woo! It does a steep amount of damage. But I am glad I stayed in. I'm hoping I get some Calm Minds off from this. I do go for Scald, though. Can I get a burn, maybe? No burn. So, beating this team is going to be kind of difficult. At least to me. I feel like my I feel like my dryer can be heard in the background, and that kind of makes me sad. But I'll give it a shot. So they do go for Hydro Pump again. It's like Kingdra has been like, whoa, okay, that did a lot. I don't know if I take another one. Go for Scald again, which is not particularly fun. Rain did stop, though, so our Hydro Pumps aren't going to do as much. That was definitely, I feel like that was definitely Damper Rock. I can't remember for the life of me, but I think it was Damper Rock. I'm going to wake up this turn. I'm just going to go for Rest. They're going to go for Hydro Pump again. Hydro Pump shouldn't take me out. It definitely does a lot, though. I'm just going to go for Rest again. This will be nice, though, because if I can deplete their Hydro Pumps, because my mentality is if I can deplete their Hydro Pumps, then that gives me something less to worry about. Alright, I go into Regidrago. So, I don't know if this is going to be a physical or special Regidrago. I think regardless of what kind of Regidrago it is, I think I go Klefki regardless. Like, it doesn't matter, like, if it's some random physical set or not. Like, I always go Klefki here. Because, I mean, if it's special, I wall this thing in every end of the earth. And I go for Draco Meteor, so that's a very nice thing. I'm going to go for Spikes. I don't know if they have entry hazard removal. We shall see. Alright, I go back Politoed, so they want to get their rain back up. I didn't see anything under team that speaks hazard removal other than Sand Slash. I think. Go for. I'm gonna keep going for Spikes because why not? I got Earth Power. I don't know how much this will do. It does a little bit. It didn't do as much as I expected. I do get this Death Drop though, so I am gonna want to switch into something else this turn. You can actually take the Earth Power. What I don't know is whether or not the Politoed is Specs or not, because if it's... Oh, it has to be Damp Rock, right? It has to be. I feel like it is. I could be completely wrong, though. How much is my Spadef? I have to have somewhat of a decent Spadef stat. Yeah, I completely forgot about my Nature and plus Spadef. This is going to be a bit difficult to... Because they go for Earth Power, Raikou can't switch in. I could switch it to Sceptile. Because I want to be able to... I'm going to go into Indeedee and hope for the best. Because if they decide to switch, I can just Expanding Force literally anything that comes in. Which is going to be very, very useful. Go for Earth Power again. If I could take out this Politoed, then this team becomes way easier to deal with. But nothing under team takes Expanding Force. Like, I know that for a fact. No, nothing under team takes an Expanding Force from Indeedee. They're going to switch and go into Regidrago. So Regidrago is about to take this Specs Expanding Force. A little bit of spike damage, too. And Regidrago almost went down to... almost went down to that. Something I don't know, though, is... I have no clue whether or not Indeedee outspeeds Regidrago. Because we did go for Draco Meteor here. Like, they definitely go Draco Meteor here. Either that or they switch. Because, I mean, they can't go for Dragon Energy. I have them way too low of health to do that. Alright, I go for Draco Meteor. Yeah, they're definitely trying to conserve Politoed, and I can't blame them for that. I could go for Dazzling Gleam. Actually, I could set up my last layer of spikes. That much I could do. Danger Dave is this scary thing. But I do have maximum layer of spikes now. So if Regidrago switch in, it's going to take... It might actually go down to spikes at some point. So this could be a banded Barraskewda. Do I really need Klefki at this point? Because, I mean, I got all my spikes up. I got my defog. I could make this easier for myself and go for Toxic. But it gives me something for Kingdra. It gives me something safer for Kingdra. This is a bit tricky for me. I know I could switch it to Suicune, but if they go for close combat... I might switch in Suicune though, because I mean if they go for close combat, I have a counter for it. I mean if they go for close combat, they lower their defenses. They go for liquidation. How much do I take from this? It's gonna do quite a bit. Ooh, does quite a bit of damage. I don't think they want to risk their Barraskewda getting burned though. Really what this is me trying to time out Rain. Or just take out Politoed. I don't wake up this turn yet, do I? Go for liquidation again. Keep in mind, I'm a physically... This thing is definitely max attack, because I'm a physically defensive Suicune. That lowers my defense. I really need this Barraskewda burned. Ah, man, not Calm Mind, not Calm Mind. That's not the move I needed. I didn't need this move. I need Rain to just go. Rain stopped. Very nice. But they're still banded liquidation, which is not fun. I don't know if I take another one is a problem. I might. But that's going to be a roll at this point. And I'm just going to go for rest. This is going to be tight. This is going to be really tight. I might have just sacked my Suicune by accident. Ooh. That's not good to have Suicune go down like that. That's not good at all. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. They're obviously locked. I mean, they're locked into liquidation, so I'm just going to switch it Sceptile. I can go for Energy Ball. Energy Ball, I think, hits everything at this point. Yeah, it basically hits everything. Let's go for Energy Ball. Because they don't want to lose their Barraskewda. It is really bad, though, that my Suicune went down because... Yeah, Barraskewda is going to be scarier. So they go Regidrago. They're going to go down to Spikes. And I'm going to shoot off my Energy Ball. Master Desu is Flygon. They probably brought it in for U-turning on something. I'm just gonna go into Mienshao. Mienshao is a really good Scarfer. So they're going to go for U-turn. That's understandable. And I'm probably going to do the same thing. I get the feeling this battle is going to end on a draw because it's such a switch fest going on. I mean, luckily for me, I have my spikes up. Oh, 3 minutes left of the battle ends. They really got to get they got to get some sort of progress made if they're going to stand a chance of beating me. I could go... I was going to go for a U-turn. Go into Bendy. Such a switch fest going on. Go for a water move. It's gonna be I gotta go for surf. 2 minutes until the battle ends. This is such a stall fest. I live on 11 HP. I'm gonna just expanding force. That's the only move I click here. Alright, we're gonna lose Polytoad. Really, you just gotta pick moves quickly and hope for the best. Alright, Kingdra comes in. Alright. I want hacks. I want hacks. I really want hacks. I want him to miss Hydro Pump. Or Draco Meteor, or whatever they decide to go for. They go for Hurricane, so they have 100% accuracy on the Hurricane. Alright, I go... I don't want to go into Raikou. I'll go into Fisher Prize instead, because I can take Hurricanes. Oh, gosh! It's going to end in a draw. Go for Dazzling Gleam. There's nothing else I do here. I have to go for Dazzling Gleam. They're going to go Asteroid Desu, which is their Flygon, which is still at full health. I just go for Dazzling Gleam. Does good damage. I don't know if I take an Earthquake, but I have to stay in. Do I take an Earthquake? I'm not physically defensive, so probably not. No, I do not. I think this battle is as good as over. I think that ends in a draw. I mean, if we decide differently, then I'll discuss that, but anyway, I think that results in a draw, so that means an extra point for me. If we do decide on something different, then it is going to be put in an edit. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye!